Hi everybody, I'm Matt Geary, and this is my review of Sprukits by Bandai. For all of you who don't know me that well, my geek thing, apart from a bit of a Lord of the Rings addiction and a Halo fetish, as well as a million other hobbies, is that I'm into tabletop and model making. So when I was offered the chance to review a model kit of Master Chief and Batman, well, being the selfless leader of Geek Pride I am, I obviously gave the product review to one of my deserving minions. Ah, no! Now, Sprukits are pretty much what they say on the proverbial tin, unless you aren't into model making and don't know what a sprue is. Noob! Now, a sprue is basically a rack of plastic that holds all these little bits of plastic together, and you spend hours sort of clipping them out and filing them down and sticking your fingers together with super glue. Now, this is where Sprukits do things slightly differently, because instead of having to use the clippers to clip out all the plastic bits and then stick them together with super glue, which is really frustrating because you probably stick the wrong thing to the wrong thing and then spend ages trying to rip it apart and then break it and then get the rage. Now you just clip the things out and then clip them together, and if you make a mistake, clip it apart. So basically, Bandai have taken out all the annoying bit and left you with the satisfying part of making a model without frustration. It's kind of like Lego meets Mega Bloks meets Airfix, really. Unlike any Airfix box, or any other model box for that matter, when you open it up, it is slightly intimidating. You are just faced with a box full of plastic sprues, and for any noob who's not into model making, it can be slightly off-putting. But Bandai have tried to address this, and the instructions are quite nicely set out. They're color-coded as well as numbered, and there are even little symbols for different body parts on the sprue, so you know roughly what pieces you're looking for. All in all, despite a few mistakes here and there, the whole build only took me about an hour and a half, and I was surprised how relatively simple it was. Now, another neat reason for Sprukits being snap-on and not glued on is the fact that the figures can be manipulated and formed into different heroic poses depending on the one you have. So if you've got Superman, then you can kind of do this, or this, or this. And if you're Master Chief, you can kind of get a gun up here like this, or you can gun on your back. Good job, Master Chief, we got a gun right here. And, you can put it on your mantelpiece, make it look epic for when people come around. So you're like, this is Master Chief, he's got his handgun. He's like, he's standing there, so just like, yeah, posing. But then if somebody you don't like coming around your crib, you can be all like, Master Chief got his gun out, you better watch it. He can shoot you in the face. Now this means, in theory, you could play with it like another action figure. Figures out of boxes. But you do get a stand, and that means you can just sit it on the stand, stick it on your mantelpiece, and watch it from afar. Like any other toy, you look, you do not touch. And then maybe every now and again, when you've got some gloves on, you can sort of change the poses slightly and make sure you don't lose any bits. Make sure you don't lose any bits. Just change the pose and then leave it and appreciate it from afar again. I've got a problem. Obviously, for those of you who aren't into Halo, get out. There are other figures you can get, like from the DC world, you can get Batman and Superman and the Joker. As price goes, it's not too bad actually. A small box with one figure costs about $19.99, and one of the more deluxe boxes costs $49.99. So if you compare that with similar toys, it's not a bad deal really. The only issue I have, it's a very small issue, is the fact that figures kind of look slightly lanky. In a way, when you put them together, they don't look kind of, Master Chief's meant to be quite heroic, and especially like, when you see the Superman and the Batman one, they're a bit lanky, and I guess that's just the way that the toys are put together, but sort of takes the edge off it slightly. All in all, not a bad product. It's easy to assemble, it's pretty well priced, and there's no need for this or this. I'm going to give Sprukits a 3.5 out of 5.